But we can't just start by dissecting a billion parameter model. That's impossible. We have to start small.
We have to start small. Which brings us to the research strategy.
Big insights from tiny models.
Exactly. The scale of the problem is just. It's overwhelming. Analyzing a large language model is like trying to navigate a maze with a million dimensions. The linear algebra alone is computationally prohibitive.
So researchers had to revert to something much simpler to test their theories.
They adopted the toy model approach, which is indispensable in this field. And these aren't trivial experiments. They are the controlled physics laboratories of AI.
The particle accelerators.
When we can't observe the structure of the universe directly, we build particle accelerators. Toy models are our accelerators.
And they are tiny neural networks, right? Maybe just 2 layers with a handful of hidden neurons.
Sometimes just that. They're trained on very simple synthetic tasks.
Synthetic tasks.
Yeah, they're intentionally minimal. For example, a researcher might train a 2-layer net with only 10 hidden neurons and tell it to learn 50 synthetic features. The researcher knows exactly what features should be learned, and they can precisely control variables like the sparsity of those features.
So they can run true cause and effect experiments.
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
And the findings from these controlled environments were essential. They gave us the validation that superposition is a deliberate, mathematically driven strategy, not some random accident.
So what was the first key insight?
The first key insight came from observing phase transitions.
Phase transitions. That sounds incredibly technical. How does a network undergo a phase transition like water turning to ice?
It's a surprisingly good analogy. In a controlled experiment, researchers can train the network on a set of features and then gradually increase the number of features it must learn. Or they can decrease the sparsity, making the features more common.
Okay, so they're turning up the pressure.
They're turning up the pressure. For a while, the network handles the features neatly. It dedicates 1 neuron per feature. It's monosemantic, it's linear, but there's a sharp tipping point.
The moment the demand for features outstrips the physical space available.
Precisely. Once the ratio of features to neurons hits a certain critical threshold, maybe when the feature count is 3 times the neuron count, the network doesn't just gradually get worse. It undergoes an abrupt, radical shift in strategy.
It flips a switch?
It flicks a switch. It sharply and suddenly abandons the monosemantic strategy and adopts superposition, packing multiple features onto single neurons, almost instantly.
That suggests a powerful computational instinct at work. It's like the network's optimal survival strategy under duress.
It is. It's this nonlinear behavior that demonstrates superposition is the mathematically preferred mode of operation when sparsity and space constraints align just right.
What else did the toy model show?
They reveal that even the most optimized networks are mixed networks.
Mixed networks, meaning they contain both specialists and multi-tools.
Yes. The network allocates its limited space strategically. The few, highly important, very frequent features will often be assigned their own dedicated monosemantic neurons. Those are the specialists.
Of the rest.
But the vast majority of the remaining neurons are used for the polysemantic compression of all the rare features. This blend makes the whole system extremely flexible and efficient,
So it minimizes the risk of interference for the most critical computations.
while maximizing storage for all the rare long-tail knowledge. It's a brilliant trade-off.